Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All we trying to do is make it make sense. Oh, 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 oh.
Now, episode starts off the same way that it ended, in pure D chaos. They still fighting, they still throwing drinks back and forth. But I have to say, because I did not say this in the last episode, I gotta call you out when you're wrong, and when you're wrong, I'm gonna call you out. Chaotic, you was wrong. You should not have called that man the B word. If you did not call that man the B word, he probably would not have reacted the way that he did. Now, Scrappy was wrong for throwing the drink, and he was acting like a B word for throwing the drink. But you was wrong for calling him the B word in the first place. So, they finally separated them. Bambi done pulled Scrappy outside, and she's explaining to him, yeah, I see how he's antagonizing you. Now, that was a little bit antagonizing, but Scrappy started it. So, if you want to play games, we can play games. I don't blame Chaotic for saying what he said. Moving on. So, what a good name is, Spice, she done came in and she was like, oh, y'all, what's going on? Acting dumbfounded, like she don't know what the hell just happened. I'm pretty sure somebody called her on the phone like, look, you need to hurry up and get here. Things about to go down. So she showed up. She trying to act confused, and everybody trying to explain to her what just happened. Nah, she's upset because she feels like these two grown men should be able to at least do business together. But this is what the whole issue became. The issue became because they tried to do business together. And I can't lie to y'all. Scrappy is not a good business person. I ain't gonna tell y'all no stories. Like, I ain't seen nothing for real that he's actually done. Like, even when they were trying to do that whole little restaurant thing, I just feel like Scrappy is not the right person to do business with. Like, he was the one who vowed to do the whole little YouTube thing, and then just like Chaotic said, you weren't putting in the work. Like, you talking about, oh yeah, my whole family on your channel, this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. But like I said, you weren't the one that was putting in the work. Chaotic was the one who was trying to get you to do the work, and had you did the work, he probably would have paid you for said work. And another thing, you never even brought up to this man that you wanted him to at least pay you $5,000. I'm pretty sure that if you would have brought this to Chaotic's attention, he would have been gave you that money and let it go a long time ago. But you never took out the time to say, okay, let me go ahead and tell bruh, you give me $5K, I'll be done with it. And y'all let it go. Y'all ain't got to be friends. Y'all ain't got to be cool. Just move on. So at this point, Chaotic is over. He was like, y'all, this food look good. Y'all, somebody bring me a to-go box. I'm finna pack me up something to eat, and I'm finna go because I ain't got time for the bull. And I can't blame Chaotic. I would have loved to at this point. So next, everybody's congratulating Sierra on her little Vegas wedding that she done had, or her courthouse wedding, her shotgun wedding, whatever y'all call it, whenever they could just go get married. Everybody congratulating on her wedding, and she's all happy, but I don't see the husband. Okay, cool. So then we have Yandy and Mendices. They decide to go have lunch or brunch or wherever they at. And it starts off with the boring stuff, Yandy got to talk about her and her politics, blah, blah, blah. But then Mendices was like, oh, well, where is Jock and Kendra? And so she was like, well, her and Jock, they got into it about the whole little dude texting her and blah. See, Mendices, he was basically like, my name been in and I ain't in, and I don't damn blame Mendices. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with my marriage. Move the hell on, Yandy. So then we chime back in London, and Lil Zane walking out of, I guess the state hotel building or whatever, and he on the phone with who I hope is Ashley. He kept saying baby. He kept stressing the fact that he said baby. So he wanted everybody to know that he was talking to his wife. And so Chaotic walks outside, and he like, oh baby, let me call you back. So when Chaotic walks out, he's like, where you going, bro? And Chaotic was like, I'm gonna go back to the States because I ain't got time for the bullshit. So then Chaotic speaks on how he knows some stuff about Scrappy that could, quote unquote, ruin his career. Now, to be totally honest, I think they were talking about the whole little new baby situation that he got going on. But I don't feel like that's something that's going to actually ruin somebody's career. Like, okay, he got another baby. Like, this Scrappy we talking about, this ain't nothing new. So Chaotic explains why he wants to leave. He says that he feels like it's in his best interest because he does not want to quote unquote be attacked or whatever the case may be at the show. And I really don't blame him. Chaotic has been through some traumatizing things in his life. Like he's been shot at multiple times. Like, yeah, I wouldn't play around with my life like that neither. He never know. You just really never know how things gonna play out, and I wouldn't play with my life like that neither. So I would rather leave to keep down confusion too. Kudos to you, Chaotic. So next, Spice decides that she wants to invite Scrappy and Bambi to this little polo event, and she says that the reason that she invited Scrappy and Bambi only is because those are the two that decide to get that are actually getting along. But I'ma read it for what it really is. I feel like the reason that she invited Scrappy is because he's an actual celebrity, a U.S. celebrity. And so she wanted him to be the face with her. And I also feel like she invited Bambi because she didn't want Bambi to feel some type of way about her inviting her ex-husband and not inviting her. I'm just being honest. So after they get there or whatever, Bambi and Scrappy, they decide to walk off and have a little, pillow talk post divorce. And so Bambi's like, "Oh, I heard that Chaotic left," and Scrappy's like, "Oh." Now I don't understand why why he trying to act surprised, or why he trying to act like he's shocked that the guy left. I would have left too if you were doing all that extraness. I wouldn't go keep going back and forth with you. You a grown ass man. Well, I'm a grown ass man. We ain't finna do that. So I don't blame him for leaving. But for you to sit here and say, "Oh, I was just playing with the guy. I didn't think he was gonna take things serious." Like, come on, Scrap. You know good and hell well that you was not playing. You was not finna apologize to that man. Let's start with the cap. And again, he done brought this money thing up. He keeps saying, "Just give me my money and I'll move on." You never sat here and had no conversation with this man and said that you wanted money in regards to this YouTube channel. Like, why are we sitting here playing these games like you didn't sit here and had a conversation with this man and said, "Oh, if you give me this money, I won't speak of the YouTube channel anymore," or anything like of that nature. You never had a conversation with this man. Every time you say something to this man, it's always some petty shit. Move on. And baby, please take off these ugly ass glasses. Those are the ugliest shades I have ever seen in my life, Lord. Who made these? Like, why did we make them? No, ma'am. I ain't even gonna do Michael Jackson like that, because Michael Jackson wouldn't even want no shit like that. So here we have Lil Zane, Amy, and Louis Gucci. They decided that they want to go on a boat ride since they done got left behind. They the B list. So they decided that they wanted to go on a boat. And so they are on this boat, and Zane basically, he trying to make it seem as if he ain't trying to be nosy, but he trying to be nosy. He basically asking, "What's the tea on Scrappy?" So Amy goes on to say that she feels like Scrappy doesn't know how to express his feelings, and I agree with that. I don't like Amy, but I agree with that. I guess I agree with that statement. He doesn't know how to express himself. A lot of these men out here in this world do not know how to express themselves, and that's just, it is what it is. So anywho, so Zane decides that he wants to ask about this tea when it comes to Scrappy, and they both like, "Oh, we know what the tea is. We know what the tea is, but we ain't gonna be the ones to expose it." And I'm just like, Carly, Louis, Prada, Gucci, girl, go ahead and tell us that this man got this baby. Moving on. So now we have Erica Banks. Erica Banks is having a album release party, and all the crew that is actually in Atlanta right now are going there. So we have, let me see, I seen Sierra, we got Saucy Santana, we got Rashida and 3 earrings. And let me say, I love that outfit that Rashida got on in her confessional. That bitch is bomb. And I just thought about something. Sierra, again, you was out and about celebrating your marriage, but you ain't with your husband. Can somebody please make this make sense for me? Because I'm trying to figure out, when is we going to see the husband and her together? You can't show everybody that you got the ring, and you can't show the trophy that comes along with it. Now, make it make sense, child. But anywho, so Sierra is congratulating Erica on her new album coming out, and so she gets in her confessional, and she's like, "Dang, I didn't know Erica was that thick, and I can't lie, I didn't know Erica was that damn thick neither. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, did we get what was we in the gym? Did we do some surgeries? Like, what we got going on? Cause honey, she thicker than a snooker, baby." So Erica gets in her confessionals, and basically she's like, she likes how the crowd reacted to her new album, and all I can say is kudos to you, girl. You do your thing. So then Rashida and Three Earrings walks up. Kurt got on this crop, y'all. I just had to look at it. Kurt got on this damn crop top shirt. Jesus fix it. Anyway, so they all go sit down with them at the couch, and they could just congratulating her, whatever. So Rashida gets in her confessionals, and she's just like, "Oh well, yeah, I love her music, this, that, and the third." But then they ask about Jasmine, and they ask about her and Jasmine being friends. And so Rashida's just like, "Oh well, they seem like they got a lot in common." It sounds like you were throwing a little bit of shade, Rashida. How you gonna throw shade and you supposed to be supportive? That them two don't mix, ma'am. Oh, anywho, so they all sitting around on the couch or whatever, and they discussing what all everybody got going on. Rashida decides to try to get the conversation off of her, so she throws the conversation over to Saucy and was like, "Oh well, what you got going on, Saucy?" And Saucy was like, "Oh, nothing. I just been working, getting this money, getting that money, getting all the money." And so she was like, "Well, what about your love life? What about you and Zell?" And he was like, "Child, I ain't talked to Zell since the last time when we had that whole little argument situation going." So then Erica decides that she wants to bring up the whole little situation between Yandy, Mendices, and Jasmine at the end of the last, half a season. And to be totally honest, I had forgot all about that little drama. I did, because it wasn't really important to me. But if it is what they say it is, just like Erica said, if Mendices is out here in these streets, then what is we talking about? Moving on. So here go Sierra talking about, "Oh well, I need to go be nosy. I need to find out what's going on with this whole Jasmine and Mendices situation." Like, girl, ain't nobody said that they was hunching and okay. What she said was she seen the man in the bar. Now, you just doing too much. If you want to go be like Louis Prodigucci, then go ahead, child. So then Lil Scrappy done met back up with his newfound best friend, Lil Zane. And so they just explained to each other what they did today. Lil Zane said that he went on a boat with Louis Prodigucci and Amy, and they seen the Benjamin Franklin. And everybody was looking confused because we trying to figure out what in the hell is the Benjamin Franklin. And so Bambi was like, "You mean the Big Ben?" And so he was like, "Yeah, that what it was, that what it was." So then he was like, "Oh, well, enough of me. What y'all two little birds been doing?" And Bambi was like, "I wish everybody would stop trying to play matchmaker with me and this man. I am not finna spin the block around with this man again." But I am gonna be totally honest. Like, y'all do spend more time together now that y'all are separated than y'all did when y'all was married. And I'm just trying to make it make sense. Because what is we doing? So then we have another London performance. I didn't catch her name neither. I think her name was Ivory or something. But she did her little performance, whatever. And Amy came on here and her confessional was like, "Oh, yeah, she's giving City Girl." And you're definitely right. She's giving City Girl because just like City Girl, I don't understand what the hell they saying. Like, the music that they play these days, they have no type of meaning to the lyrics. And so half the time I sing that shit and don't be knowing what the hell they be talking about until I sit there and actually listen to the words. And then I'm like, "Oh, I don't like this shit. Moving on." So after the performance, Zayn little special ass then got caught up again. Like, every time you turn around, this man is flirting with another woman. Like, you must want Ashley to leave you at this point, because what is you doing, sir? So Carla done called Zayn out on his shit. Carla like, "What the hell you got going on? You said this your friend and you just met her 2 seconds ago. How is this your friend?" So she was like, "Oh well, yeah, we just met. We friends, whatever." So he was like, So she was like, "So you sitting on your friend lap that you just met?" And she was like, "No, we not. I'm not sitting in his lap." And she was like, "But y'all sitting at the same chair though." And so here goes Zane talking about, "Oh, Carly's killing my vibe." Like, you shouldn't have no damn vibe. You are a whole married man. Like, what in the hell are you doing, Lil Zane? And then when the hell did y'all get separated? He talking about they killing my vibe because Ashley wouldn't feel no type of way because we're separated. When did y'all separate? When did y'all separate? You were just on the phone with her 5 minutes ago talking about, oh baby, let me call you back. Child boo. And here goes Zane talking about, oh, if Ashley was here, Ashley would think that she's beautiful. Now, you know, if Ashley was here, one, you wouldn't be acting the way that you acting. And two, you know that Ashley would act a plump damn fool if she seen you acting the way that you acting. Like, let's be for real. So then Amy's like, oh, well, she thinks she's beautiful. You think y'all do a threesome? And so he's like, oh, yeah, I want one. And he got this, look at this ugly ass smile that he got on his face. You could tell that he's sneaky and damn conniving. So when they asked him about the threesome situation, they was like, yeah, I've asked her about it. She'll be cool with it. And so somehow, some way in the conversation, Carly was like, oh, well, I know my bro, this, that, and the third. And so Zane exposes this big ass bombshell and says, oh, you called me your bro, but you gave me the key to your room, though. Wait, what? When did this happen? So Carly tries to skip over this whole question, but inquiring minds want to know. Now I want to know, when was this supposed to been happen? Because the way that Zane is recalling the whole little situation, he making it seem like it's a recent type situation. He's saying that Carly was drunk. Did this happen while this was on the London trip? Did this happen 20 years ago, like Carly said? The world may never know. But since Carly is so keen to take in lie detector test, this gonna have to be one that we're gonna have to get a lie detector test on, because inquiring minds want to damn know. All right, so our last performance, Miss Lady LaSure comes out, and I think she probably like the best artist that I've heard since we've been in London. I can't lie, cause I don't know what Big Toe, Little Toe, or whatever the other little girl name was. I don't know what they're doing, but this one, she might be hitting on something. So then here comes Spice, and Spice got on this ugly diamond Egyptian type wig, and I'm just trying to figure out why, Auntie, why? Because Auntie Spice, you got so many other cute wigs in your closet. Why we had to pick this one for the London trip? Moving on. So Spice comes to the table, and Lil Zane says that he really appreciates Spice for bringing him out of the country. Said that this is his first time out the country, and you can definitely tell. He definitely acted as if he was on a field trip on today. And so they bring up the whole little situation with Chaotic again. And so they asked Spice, did she know that Chaotic left? She said that she did know that Chaotic left, and she felt like he shouldn't have left. Scrappy claims that he feels like he shouldn't have left as well, and that he wouldn't have left. But I just feel like you were trying to punk that boy I'm sorry, not that boy. You were trying to punk that man in that situation, and you felt like you got the upper hand. So of course now you want to make everybody feel like, oh, I wasn't doing this. You do this with everybody. You punk them, or you try to punk them, and then you like, oh, I wasn't trying to do this. I wasn't trying to do that. Like, Scrappy, I already know your game. I read right through the bullshit. See, like, Scrappy sitting here saying that he feel like the guy shouldn't have left. But yet when they called him out on his shit and they was like, oh, well, Scrappy, you were the one who threw the drink. He's like, so? Like, and then you sit here and you talking about this man. You talking about, oh, well, y'all know that he playful. Okay, playful and childish are two different things. He might be playful and he might not know when to take things serious. But the things that you did in the situation were childish. And you really showed how you act your shoe size and not your age. So Amy feels like she feels the need that she needs to address Scrappy again. And I'm just like, oh my God, will you please leave this situation alone? You talking about he was being weird and awkward towards you, and you got the text messages to prove it. Like, girl, what are you exposing? Like, come on, what are we doing here? Girl, get over it. Go home, Roger. I really hate that the episode is ending with this whole little situation between Scrappy and, well, I guess it ain't really ending, but I hate that this is part of the ending. This whole little situation with Amy and Scrappy, like, it's petty, it's dumb, it's stupid. Let it go good. So I guess she wanted to bring up the situation again because Bambi was right there. She didn't want to feel people to make her feel like she was I don't know, delusional, I guess. And so she brings up the situation in front of Bambi, and Bambi's just like, I don't give a damn. And I don't blame Bambi. I wouldn't give a damn neither. He gonna talk to whoever the hell he wanna talk to. And so Carla's like, no, that's not right. He shouldn't talk to the ops. He shouldn't talk to anybody in the circle. Like, girl, shut the hell up. Girl, move on. She ain't studying it. He ain't studying it. And you sure as hell shouldn't be studying it. Moving on. So Scrappy goes on to say that he don't want to be in no type of drama when it comes to his baby mamas, and Bambi gets in her feelings, and she was like, you will never refer to me as your baby mama. Like, child, at this point you are the ex-wife, but you are also his baby mama. You got his churn, you his baby mama. Girl, shut up. So I guess at this point, Zane done started feeling a little couple drinks that he had, because he decided that he wanted to expose the fact that Scrappy has a secret out here in these streets. And so he says, I don't like the fact that y'all know a secret about my boy, and we're sitting here and I don't know what the secret is. And so Scrappy said, that ain't no damn secret. And of course, Louis Prada Gucci, being the messy little slick little Rick that she is, she said, y'all know, man, y'all know I got to keep it real. And she says, Scrappy, do you got a baby on the way? Didn't I tell y'all that the secret was the baby? I already knew it. I knew it couldn't have been nothing but the baby on the way. But everybody is in shock. Baby looking like, what the fuck? Like, girl, pick your mouth up. Yes, ma'am, your baby daddy got a baby on the way. So Scrappy has the nerve to say, when they ask him about this whole little baby in the streets, he has the nerve to say, how y'all know without me knowing? Now, you know good and hell well that good is pregnant. You know you got a damn baby on the way. Why you want to act a fool? You want to act dumbfounded because your ex-wife is sitting right here. Like, if you don't stop playing these games and go ahead and tell us you got this baby on the way. So he goes on to say that he done dealt with his demons and all this other kind of stuff, wondering why they asking him about this whole pregnancy. And Carla's like, because we are friends. And so he was like, no, we're not friends. You're friends with Bambi. And she was like, hell no, we ain't friends. Ain't none of us friends at this table. So Bambi is offended that Carly decided that she wanted to expose this in front of the whole table. But this is Carly that we're talking about. Girl, you already know how Carly plays these little games. You seen this whole little friend intervention that she had with her supposed best friend, Sierra. Like, come on, girl. Why are you acting like you surprised? And here go Amy once again getting offended about something that ain't got shit to do with her. Like, what are you doing, girl? You more upset than the baby mama is. And y'all wasn't even hunching. So Amy must be big mad because now she want to expose everything. So she's like, oh, you talking about this your boy. But you ain't tell him how you showed me a text message where he was talking about chaotic. And here goes Zane acting dumbfounded how he do with Ashley. I didn't show you a text message. And she was like, you literally did. You did, bro. So then she goes on to say how Lil Zane is basically playing both sides of the fence. He talking about he's team chaotic 1 second, and then he's team scrappy the other second. And she just like, nah, you ain't finna sit here and do this two-faced shit in front of me and think that this shit finna be cool. And I don't blame Amy for that much, but she really just mad at Scrappy for real. Let's be honest. So Amy has what the good name is, Spice, escort her out, because she says she feel like that shit is fake, and I feel like that shit is fake as well. Zane, you know that you was probably over there talking shit about Scrappy on that bus. Missy Carla has exposed it. Most of the time, Carly does not lie. And so I believe that you was sitting there dogging out Scrappy. You was doing that two-faced shit. But everybody is in shock. Baby looking like, what the fuck? Like, girl, pick your mouth up. Yes, ma'am, your baby daddy got a baby on the way. And that's how the episode ends. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think as far as everybody's situation, all these little stupid, little petty, little arguments that we got going on. Let me know your thoughts. Y'all have a wonderful night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all next week when we come with more drama. Bye, y'all.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All we trying to do is make it make sense.